Hey folks, welcome to another day, another unboxing. Yes, this is the McLaren edition of the OnePlus 7T Pro. Very exciting, very exciting. So I'm gonna tell you right now, honestly, this has already been opened and it hasn't been opened by me. This was lent to me by T-Mobile PR because this is the T-Mobile version of this phone for the US carrier T-Mobile. And what that means is it has 5G on T-Mobile in the 600 megahertz low band. This is super exciting. So not only do we have a super high-end McLaren edition OnePlus phone here, we have a 5G compatible phone on T-Mobile. So let's have a look together, shall we? So again, it's been opened before, but it's gonna be a pretty decent unboxing because everything is in its place. Dun, 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 dun. Orange inside. Now we have a divider right here with the McLaren and the OnePlus logos. So let's have a look to see what's in here, shall we? Ooh, a bunch of stuff, including a SIM card, which I'm going to remove because of the information on there. So SIM card, SIM removal tool, and some T-Mobile documentation. Of course, the terms and condition policy, nobody cares about this part, but this might be good because OnePlus likes to make these. Oh, it's interesting. Usually they make them fold out, but as you can see here, we've got a bunch of stuff, nothing really important until we get to some pretty pictures. This is how you charge it. And then the SIM card information shows you the phone. I mean, you know, the usual manual stuff, but I figured I would show you because this is pretty cool. So because this is not an unlocked phone, it doesn't have all the things that you would come with a OnePlus phone. Like for example, this documentation is custom to T-Mobile. So here's the phone, and then we've got some other accessories. So I'm gonna put the phone to the side for a second, and let's focus on the accessories. You're familiar with OnePlus phones. They all come with this really nice fabric cable, USB type A on one end, USB type C on the other. This is their super fast charging. Nice, it's fabric, it's orange, and it comes with a matching charger, which is right here. This is a pretty large charger, something like 40 watts or something like this. But yeah, it's super fast charging. So I love it how it's color coded. It's really cool. You see, you get the orange inside on both items. So yeah, that's it for the rest of the box. There's really nothing much in here compared to a normal McLaren edition that might come with earbuds or something. So hey, just after I wrapped recording this, I found out there's another box underneath. Look at this. We got another part to the box. Who knew? So what's in here, right? I don't know. Let's have a look. Ah, there's a McLaren branded case. Now that's very welcome. And do we have anything else in here? Doesn't look like it, but if I discover anything else, I'll let you know. So let's focus on the phone, shall we? We obviously care about this the most. So let's pull it out. As you can see, this has been opened before, but I did set it up, which is exciting because we can do a 5G speed test right here. There's an IMEI sticker on the back. I'm going to peel that off because it is, after all, an IMEI sticker. So there we go. We got it. And look at the back of this phone. Beautiful. So it's got that kind of shimmery finish with that weird little circuit board thing around the camera pod. So in terms of design, it looks very much like the OnePlus 7 Pro was, but this is the 7T Pro. And if you look really, really carefully, there's a little opening here under the glass, right where my fingernail is, that actually has extra sensors for the camera. That's the only way you can tell them apart. Now, it's much more obvious on the blue-colored OnePlus 7T Pro, but on this McLaren edition with that signature orange line, you're not going to see it as much. Again, McLaren logo, OnePlus logo, the same camera system as the OnePlus 7 Pro. So, you know, 3 cameras, ultra wide, regular, and telephoto. The nice thing is that the telephoto is stabilized as OIS, unlike the 7T that doesn't have OIS, and that is exciting news. So let's turn it on. Here we go. So this is a pretty large display, as you know. I'll put up the specs on the video because they're basically the same specs as the OnePlus 7 Pro. But, of course, it's got a Snapdragon 855 Plus now. T-Mobile branded because it is a phone for the network. We're going to boot right into the phone. So of course it's got that awesome pop-up camera that I'm just going to turn on real quick so you can have a look at it. There it is. That's again the same as the OnePlus 7 Pro. So I'm going to show you the speed test real quickly so you can see what to expect. Now T-Mobile says that it's 20% faster than LTE, and that's what you'd expect from low band. And if you look at these numbers, the best result I got was 280 and 53.6, which is actually pretty good. In the same area on LTE, you'd be getting about 200 down and maybe at most maybe 50, 45 up. So it's about that 20% improvement. Now, I'm going to be testing this in other markets in the US because it's really hard to do some serious testing. But honestly, this phone is really great. As you know, it's a McLaren edition. It's maxed out in specs. You get 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, Snapdragon 855 Plus, you know, an improved camera software, and a whole bunch of new things since the 7 Pro that I reviewed back in the spring. So I'm excited to make this my daily driver. I'm a T-Mobile customer. I'm in the 5G area, so I'm going to be trying that out and let you know how it works out. So there it is, the McLaren edition of the OnePlus 7T Pro 5G on T-Mobile's network. Look at how beautiful that is. That is a nice phone. So you've got, you know, the notification slider here, power lock key. I'm not sure you can see that very well in the video, but then at the bottom you get the speaker, some microphones, and the USB Type-C port. Of course, this has stereo speakers. You use the earpiece as a second speaker. And then on the left-hand side here is the volume rocker. On top, you have the pop-up camera and secondary mic. Also forgotten the SIM trays right above here, right next to the notification slider. So that's the lay of the land. A nice phone. It's got a battery that's about 4,000 milliamp hours, so should last pretty long, especially with 5G. You want to have that. Stay tuned for more videos, folks. Please subscribe, like this video, tell your friends, comment in the comments below, hit that little notification icon somewhere down here, and then please stay tuned for more on the podcast. This channel is a complement to the Mobile Tech Podcast at mobiletechpodcast.com. It's also on Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Pocket Cast, Overcast, Spotify. So please subscribe to the podcast, tell your friends, and rate us on these platforms. If you want to hear my thoughts on this device, I suggest you listen to the podcast. That's it, folks. Stay tuned for more videos soon. Until then, cheers, everybody.